Sejam todos bem-vindos à aula de número 68 aqui pelo VPFI Forever, galera. Today we have here Emily and we have down here Clinton Davis and of course our beloved students, Tulio, Leandro, Pedro, Rodrigo, Tiago. Oh,
and like... Isaac.
Oh, yeah. Man. Oh, yeah, I jumped on Isaac. I just read the name of the guys who were out of cameras. And the teacher, baby, and me. So, man, we are here today because we want to improve our English somehow. What?
I don't know.
I guess it's Tiago.
Yeah,
Tiago, but...
It's kind of Chinese stuff.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So, well, today I was talking to Emily on WhatsApp before we started the class. We are going to show you guys a nice video. There's gonna be a nice video.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like it.
It's gonna be something.
It's a surprise even for me.
Yeah, it's something really, really cool. And Clinton is gonna be participating here with us too, Clinton. So let's say that you guys, the native ones, Emily and Clinton, you guys can conduct the class the way you guys want. And of course, if these students want to interrupt, to ask, like I am going to do this all the time, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna be nice to interact, you know?
Of course. So, Emily, can you please introduce the topic of the class for tonight, girl?
Yes, of course. Today, Du and I thought maybe it would be a good idea to talk about some of the common mistakes that Brazilians make when speaking English. And there are quite a few of them. It's not exclusive to Brazilians, but we're going to go over some of them without trying to get into too much detail because it can be a little heavy. So I'll just go over a few and Clinton can help me out with some of the pronunciations. Which part of Florida are you from?
I'm from Pensacola. So, you know, Florida looks kind of like this. Orlando's over here and Miami. All the fun stuff is here and I live here.
So way up in the north.
So good. I like the way he explains it, you know?
The tip of a gun.
Yeah, like...
yeah, it's really perfect. It's what it looks like.
It is. I use that all the time because I'm from Michigan. So we just...
Oh, yeah, it's like...
The hands, you know, like,
here.
oh, yeah, I'm from here. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know, if somebody asks me about how São Paulo is, I would say something like this. I don't know. I really don't know. Espírito Santo, it could be something like, you know, yeah. Maybe, yeah.
I don't know, yeah, it's true.
The guys, they are prepared for this geographically talking, you know?
Yeah, like
I mean, yeah. Okay. So Emily, just to start with everything, I was talking this whole week, the past week, in fact, with my students about the pronunciation of hot doggy, you know, like
yeah.
What even is that?
Clinton, you haven't heard that yet? The hot dog, the hockey hole.
Yeah.
Oh, hockey hole, yeah, okay.
I talk to my students that when they say like hot doggy, it's like cachorrinho quentinho, and they got so like, you know,
so
they got, yeah. So, of course, this is a pronunciation mistake, but I guess you guys are going to bring lots of others more, right? So, please, shoot the first one there, Emily. What's the first one that you saved for tonight?
Well, first, I actually wanted to ask if there were any questions about specific sounds or words, because often people can hear that they're not pronouncing it correctly, but they don't know how to do it. So does anybody have any words that they struggle with that I could pronounce?
I have one. In fact, it's
Okay.
a thing here because I don't know if the guy was right. or if the guy was wrong. So what's the perfect pronunciation for the word masa in English?
Well, I'll tell you how I say it, and then Clinton can say it, and we'll see if it sounds the same.
Perfect, perfect. By the way, I loved your glass. Wow.
Oh yeah, these really special friends gave it to me. Look how
Yeah.
nice.
I'm sorry, excuse me? Excuse Disculpa?
Clayton, let me explain.
Você não me manda nada, nenhuma coisa para Flórida.
A war starting.
Clinton, eu posso explicar, Clinton. Calma, calma. É aquela frase de quem está sendo traído, né? Tipo, olha só, Clinton, ela mora numa cidade que fica a 20 minutos da nossa cidade.
Yeah.
Ela veio pessoalmente no VPFI, Clinton Davis.
When?
Quando você vier,
Uau.
quando você vier com o Darwin, eu prometo, vai ter, ó, camiseta, copo, adesivo, vai ter um uau, entendeu?
All the,
Wow.
the
Okay.
All the souvenirs, yeah.
yeah. the
Okay?
Bribery it is then. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. So, Emily, please, massa in English.
Okay. I would say apple.
Apple, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd agree with that. Apple.
Apple.
Mhm.
I mean, I had another person here before, and he like, no, Apple is wrong. The only right way to say that is apple, apple, like with this you know. So
Was he a Brit?
no, he wasn't. He wasn't. In fact, he's a Brazilian who lived some years in the USA, and he came back with this, you know.
So hold up. So there's a website that we can go to. Now, I will go ahead and say that the guy that pronounces stuff is British, but it's called How'd You Say, and I'll put the link
How'd
in
you
the
say?
chat box. Have you ever been there? How'dyousay.com?
Huh. Who
I haven't.
created this game? How do you say?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a pronunciation website.
Yeah, so you can go and you can type in a word and he'll say it. The man will say it. And so, for example, maybe you can hear this. Oh, that's a definition, jackass. You need to click the sound.
There's no how just say with how J say, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to mirror my screen here for you guys to check it. Let me see. Check if it's this one.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
How J
How'd you
say?
say?
How J
Yeah,
say?
how'd you say?
How'd
Now,
you
the
say?
guy is British, but if there's an American pronunciation that's very different, he'll pronounce it in both ways. So, for example, what's that game that you play where like you mimic an animal or something and the other people have to guess the name of it, but you can't speak?
Charades?
Charades, yeah. In Britain, it's pronounced charades. So if
Yeah.
you type in that word, he'll say charades. In America, charade. And he'll say it both ways. So it's really cool.
I see it.
Oh, like it.
Oh, I have it here. Let me see. Apple. Apple. With such an sound, right? Apple.
Now his is
Apple.
more
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like apple.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I wanted the person to understand is that not because some people say apple, it means that apple is wrong, right?
Yeah, they
No, apple isn't wrong.
yeah, as long as
I-
people understand you.
Mhm.
I would like to ask you a question, guys. Once Du and I was talking about it, the sound of one in English, like a book or a book.
Good one.
I learned a billion years ago that I use the word like a car, a book, and Du said, "Oh, it's a car, it's a book," and it sounds like different for me. And they say, "Hey,
car,
it's
a book.
it's what is correct? It's a or a, like a book or a book. What which one it's better to say?"
I would say that if you're learning English, you're probably going to learn that it's a book. The way we actually talk, it would be a book.
Mm-hmm.
But both
Yeah.
would mean the same thing. Like if you say
Yes.
a book, people would tend to understand you normally, right?
They
Yeah.
will.
Teacher.
It's
I guess
Isaac.
is this the schwa sound that Alex mentioned in the last class, you know?
yes.
But in the
Like
eighth-
teacher Emily said, yes, she said a book, like
Mhm.
not a book, like a book,
a book.
Yeah.
Hmm.
a book.
When somebody
This is I guess this is the schwa sound
Yes.
that Alex mentioned it before.
oh man, when somebody talks to me
Like,
about the schwa sound, I imagine something like in your vision, like Jean. I thought this was the schwa sound.
Like in the
It's-
word the.
Yeah, it's just that weak middle of the mouth vowel sound.
Hmm, interesting. I didn't know this one. So I guess a book, both would be nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Technically it's a. However, when people are speaking fast, it'll become a schwa. But if you need to, emphasize it, then obviously you'll say, a whatever.
Uh-huh. I feel you.
Oh, guys, we have a very
Oh,
special
okay.
visitor
How
here.
cute.
Hello.
Hello,
This is
little boy.
Patrick.
Hey, big
Patrick,
Hey, little
can you say hi
boy.
to everybody? Here, put in the headphone. Just say hi.
Hello, dude.
Hello, little boy.
Hi.
Are you
Hey,
all right?
Patrick.
Can you say hi? He's being very shy, but he would be our third native speaker into the
good.
class.
Oh, nice.
Good, good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's somebody calling me from 19th.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it's the second time. It must be important. Wait up. Keep on
And-
going. Keep on going there, baby.
All right. And hey, guys, now Clinton, Emily, would you like
Hey.
to share the mistakes with us?
Yeah, let's do it. So I'm working mostly from this website called Online Teachers UK. But I think that they're pretty accurate with the list that they put together. I will probably emphasize a few more than others because in my experience, there are some, and our fourth native speaker here.
Oh, come
another
on.
one.
Look at this.
This is
She's so
Victoria.
cute.
Hello, Victoria.
Victoria, can you say hi?
Yeah, she's there. It's half of Victoria, but she's there.
Yeah. And now we just need Marcos and the family is complete.
Yeah, oh, look, this amazing girl.
Hello, Victoria.
She's so cute.
Oh man, you have such a pretty family.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks.
What's this?
Something that Patrick made at school. He would like to show you.
Whoa,
Okay, you can show, and then guys need to go with Dada, okay?
check it out. Is this like a face? Oh my gosh, Victoria.
Oh, this is like, it's mine.
Victoria is like a sumo wrestler.
Oh, right.
She's very forceful. Okay. All right, now you guys need to go with Dada, okay?
Yeah, it's delicious to see it. Oh,
Check
so
it
cute.
out. There's like different emojis.
Yeah, you can create it.
Emojis, yeah, I
Like
like it. I like it. Pretty dope. Oh, Natalie's there. Hey, Natalie.
No, I need to
Oh
lay
my
down.
I thought the power went down, right? Like, wow.
Se fue la luz.
Oh, the guys are.
No,
They're
you guys
mocking her.
come on. Okay, bye.
She is going to use her traditional sentence. Se eu for aí,
This is the most-
brasileira que mora aqui dentro.
This is the moment we are going to see an American mother
Yeah.
acting.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool. Like Brazilian ones get the Havaianas de pau, what the American ones does, yeah? Good.
Wooden
good.
spoons, I think. I'm not sure. What did your mom use, Clinton?
I'm well, it depends. Usually we got a fly swatter.
The fly swatter is classic.
And if it was really bad, I was given a knife and told to go cut my own switch.
Oh, wow.
And it
You
better
got a
be a
Southern
good one
mama.
too. Yeah, and then the switch would live in the deer heads because my father used to hunt deer because that's what we ate. And the switch would, it would just kind of live in the antlers of that deer.
Yeah. We usually got the wooden spoon or the hairbrush, but I
Ooh, those
guess
sound
the
awful.
Havaianas work.
My
Work
dad
too.
never hate me. Okay. Yeah.
This is why I turned out the way I did. I'm all messed up.
Clinton has a mark here that the last time that her mom was visiting him.
Was talking to him.
Yeah, like a Harry Potter bruise or something, It's something like that. So
All right, we need to focus.
I was talking on the phone and then I'm back. So where are we
Actually,
now?
they're going to start talking about the mistakes.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Can I do a question first, please?
Yes.
Of course.
All right. I would like to know something about the phonetic alphabet, I mean, how important is learning it? Because in learning English, of course, because I've been studying English for just over 2 years, and I didn't learn it yet. So it's really important to learn it.
The IPA?
Yeah, the phonetic alphabet.
I would say maybe. I mean, if you, I think it could be useful. I don't know that it's, like a requirement, but if you find a dictionary, then the words, they'll write them in IPA. So it's useful, but I don't think it's something that you should feel like you absolutely must do. Like that's for when, you have some free time and want to do, a little something different.
Get it?
I would agree. And also, I think that it's so easy to find the pronunciation of things online nowadays. Maybe it's a little redundant to spend time studying that, especially if you're studying English all the time. Maybe just, focus on the words instead of the individual phonetics.
I bought a course once and it came with a bonus, okay? And it has like 2 or 3 classes teaching how to read the IPA symbols and stuff like that. And it helped me somehow to feel a little bit more confident on how pronouncing the words, especially the words that I never had contact before. And I saw, this is the sign that represents the sha. Okay, so shark, for example, so it helped me, but as you guys said, I don't think it's something like, oh, you must do it. Contrary case, you won't learn English,
Yeah, it's fun. And especially like if you ever, want to do some stuff like history of English stuff for fun, then it's good to know, or like history, or even if you wanted to do like history of Portuguese, it would be useful. That way you could see how, people used to pronounce stuff. I think it's just fun more than anything.
I feel you.
And just one more, I swear, I would like to listen to an American guy, the word. I'm going down, and the moment you're going to understand, when talking about meat, there is a word that it's a nightmare for all the students to pronounce. It's talking about the meat. It's well done. It's medium.
Rare. So difficult.
It's like the word where.
Where's the rare meat?
Where's the rare meat?
Yeah. Where's the rare meat? It's so rare to find it here, right?
Yeah, man, it's so difficult to pronounce this word rare. They say it's
man.
There are 2.
It makes me crazy, this word.
Yeah.
It's
In
so
my
difficult.
mind, the beginning is a little bit different
Yeah,
because of
totally.
the W.
Yeah.
I begin with in a soft way, like
Where? Yeah,
and
exactly.
the other rare. I sound more like
Rare.
an R.
But
And
man,
now-
it's
Yeah,
a
it's-
nightmare.
It's out your nose is where it's coming from.
Rare.
Rare.
Ouchie
And-
nose, what do you mean?
Out
They
nose.
where I don't well, I mean, at least when I say like where, I don't nasalize it, but when I say rare, it's more like it just feels like it's right here, whereas like where feels like it's back a little bit. I don't know.
Oh,
I
we have the word retrovisor, where view too, don't we? Retrovisor, do you guys know Emily Clinton? Where view? It's a part of the car where you have the mirror and you can look back.
Rear view.
Ah, rear view.
Rear view, rear.
Virville.
Oh, this is
It's
a difficult
difficult.
one. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a difficult
I
one.
think most difficult is raramente. Rarely.
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 Yeah,
It's so
difficult.
difficult.
Natalie conversation is with the microphone muted. Rarely.
Just trying, I'm trying.
Yeah. Totally.
So I'm not going to interrupt you guys anymore.
No, but we have Juan now, and he's going to interrupt
And
us.
please share us the mistakes. We are trying to listen to mistakes.
Yeah, Juan, from now on, don't interrupt anymore. Please, man. It's the 10th time that we ask you not to interrupt again.
Okay,
All right.
just to say this.
All right. So, Emily, please do it. Share it, the first one there.
All right, so the first one I think everybody is familiar with, and that's the TH sound. It's not a sound you guys have, so it's hard to say.
Mhm.
In fact, not a lot of languages have what's called the dental TH. It's this this sound where you actually put your tongue against your teeth. And in English, we have two, so lucky us. So there is the two TH sounds are called voiced and voiceless. If you can hear, I don't know if you can hear the difference, but you can feel the difference.
Mhm.
So that's why I like to do this class in person when I teach the sound, because you can actually put your hand on your throat and feel when you're making the voiced versus the unvoiced TH sound. So let's try a few words and you can tell me if you feel a vibration in your throat or not.
Mhm.
So the first three words are the, they,
They,
mhm, and them.
them.
Yeah, I could
All of
feel
them.
a vibration here.
All of them I felt.
Yes, so that is the voiced TH sound where you can actually feel the sound when you make it. The unvoiced one would be something like mouth,
Mouth.
south,
South.
truth.
Truth.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so when you make those sounds, you don't feel your throat vibrating.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty hard sound to make, and it takes a lot of practice because you're not used to moving your mouth in that way. I think it's similar to when I was learning Portuguese, the LH sound is really hard for English speakers.
Oh, yeah.
The yeah sound, because we don't have anything like it.
Like São.
São?
Yeah, it's difficult to Americans say São Paulo. Like
Oh,
I
true.
heard
They
a
say
lot
São
trying
Paulo.
São Paulo.
Oh,
Sao
say
Paulo,
São-
yeah.
Say São Paulo, Emily.
São Paulo.
Oh, it's
You,
perfect.
Clinton.
I'll follow.
Chamalho.
Yeah.
Chamalho.
São
Okay.
Sebastião.
Oh my God. São Sebastião do
Oh, yeah.
Gostoso, que a menina trabalhou nas férias lá. né? Yeah. Hey, Emily, I have a way of teaching the TH sound to my students. In Portuguese, I don't use the term voice and voiced. No, it's voice and voiced and voiceless, you said?
Mhm.
I used to explain to them like soprado is unido, you know? And we use,
Yeah, that makes
use
sense.
these sounds, and I teach exactly like the way you did. Like put your hand on the throat and feel it, feel it. And when they pronounce, I tell them that they are gonna sound like, oh, this is so weird. And especially because we don't have this sound, this specific sound in Portuguese. That's why it creates that feeling of, oh, I'm saying something wrong. They feel so shy to say words like mother, mother. And what I see the most, I listen the most, are Brazilians speaking like mother, father, brother, you know? They bring the TH sound to the D, like Danilo sound.
Yeah, they changed the WH as an F,
Yeah.
like Bluetooth.
Yeah, an
Um,
F sound.
with yeah,
I've heard
and
those too.
I feel that I try to tell my students when they are making these specific mistakes, try to think about the sound of V and Z. I guess it's the nearest sound that we have in the Portuguese language, like Z, V, V, V. You know, I believe it's the nearest. I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if I am right. Yeah, but it
I
helps them.
haven't really thought about what the nearest sound would be. I've never made that connection before.
Yeah.
I think I usually just have people try to practice like that movement to get those muscles trained, you know, because that's all it is just muscle memory. And
Like
yeah, like mouth exercises.
Mouth. I like it.
Exaggerated a little bit.
Yes.
Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
about the TH sound that you're teaching, Emily, I was listening to the podcast that Teacher Du did with the Teacher Denilson, you know, Teacher Du,
Yeah.
which is English language researcher. And he mentioned something about the TH sound that he believes that this sound is gonna like disappear in the English language. So do you guys believe that?
I can't imagine it happening in our lifetime, but he knows more than I do about that.
Yeah, I mean, I could see
I mean,
it.
like in usage, like is there a big difference in usage? Like if a person say something like Teacher Du said, instead of using the this person use the D sound instead of TH sound, like in context, is that a big difference?
I don't think so.
No, and so, I feel like the researcher that you mentioned is probably, thinking that since there are so many non-native speakers who either can't or don't or won't make that sound, that over time, like, yeah, that could affect the language, but language change does take a really long time. So very possibly, but like Emily said, none of us will be alive to see it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Most likely not.
When the students make the kind of confusion with they and they, this can be a little bit dangerous. The same thing can happen about the difference of the E and the EA, like beach and bitch. So I believe there are some mistakes that can be a little problematic, right?
All the beautiful beaches of Florida.
Hey, you said the beaches, yeah?
I'll leave that up to your ears to interpret.
I heard something good.
I have a question. It's not a question, but I would like to listen you guys. Like when you learn Portuguese, for us, it's easy to see when you come to Brazil and you start speaking Portuguese, it's easy to see that, hey, this guy is a foreigner. This guy is from another country. For you, when you talking about someone that it's fluent, and they speak English like perfectly. When we go to United States, you listen to someone speaking English, you can split. Oh, this guy's not a native guy. He's not from America. It's easy to listen that, oh, this is someone that learn English.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Because if the accent doesn't give it away, then like a word order or some chunk will eventually tell on you.
Yeah,
And I've never heard anybody lose their accent either. The closest person that I ever found who her accent was almost undetectable was a German friend, Yvonne. And if you would talk to her, you would almost think that she was a native speaker.
Wow.
Because she had been studying in American English school since she was very, very little. And she had spent a long time in the States, but
I'm
even
asking this.
people who come.
I'm sorry, but I'm asking these because I was talking to do exactly these. You can study like for
Almost
50 years,
yeah.
that your lifetime, and it's different. When we from Brazil listen to you talking English, like Clinton and you, Emily, it's so different. It's like easy. It's a level that we're never going to reach, this kind of level like a native. Hey, this guy's native. No, we can stud, but it's always someone abroad. It's not.
Yeah, it sounds
perfect.
like music, yeah. Not to mean that this is a problem, right? But I mean, like, I believe most part of students in Brazil, they have an idea. They have created something in the marketing of the English schools, like, oh, speak English like a native, do it like a native. And, you know, like they want to sell the idea that if you really study English, you can become a native guy who was born there. So I don't think it's totally possible. As Emily said, just a girl from Germany, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. But, you know, I understand the frustration because just once I would like to be able to walk into a room and say, oi, bom dia, without somebody knowing that I'm not Brazilian, you know, like they can pinpoint immediately.
But
So
it's so
I feel
nice.
the
So
pain.
nice. It's easier for us here in Brazil to speak English and get the status of a celebrity than you. But I believe that when you come and speak your Portuguese inside a public place, people feel that you are not from here. They say, wow, or she's rich or she's crazy because she's in Brazil, you know? Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's something that must be great. Yeah.
I think I must be the latter. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It's something pretty funny that I don't really pay attention or I can't hear my husband's accent anymore. To me, he doesn't really have an accent, and I know he does because, you know, when he talks to my parents and things, sometimes they're like, but I can't hear it anymore. So I think it's just a matter of getting used to it as well.
Yeah, nice.
Clayton, you said, where's Darwin from?
Venezuela.
And he speaks English fluently too, or doesn't he? Yeah. And do you feel his accent? Or no, it's like Emily said, after a while you get used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it. You learn how someone speaks. So it's, yeah, I mean, yeah, I still know he has an accent and I'll give him a hard time if he says something wrong, just, you know, because I'm a turd. But it's, you learn how someone speaks so much until, like Emily said, it's almost as if they don't have an accent anymore to you.
Yeah.
But at home, you guys speak only in English, or he speaks Spanish to you?
We speak Spanglish.
Spanglish.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Nice.
gosh. Spanglish. It sounds like Portuguese to me. English, the combination of these two languages that we
Yeah, it's like someone will say something in Spanish and then the other one will respond in English or vice versa, or we'll be speaking in English and then swap mid-sentence or drop in whichever word makes more sense.
Ah,
I was waiting for usted.
oh my god. A mí no me gusta beber milk, you know, something like that. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
cool thing to do. Cool thing to do. It's like the people, the problem that just bilingual people have, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, one time, sometimes with friends, if everybody is speaking Portuguese, Marcos and I will inevitably turn to each other and say something in Portuguese and then be like, that felt weird.
Like, oh, sorry. Like something like that.
Sorry. That was really weird. Because we're so used to speaking English to each other that we've even tried in the beginning when I was learning Portuguese, like, oh, okay, today we're only going to speak in Portuguese. And we're like, it doesn't work.
No Portuguese, please. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. If my wife spoke English, I would never, ever, ever speak Portuguese anymore. But she doesn't speak English and she also hates, hates, English, yeah, with all her heart.
Sorry to interrupt you. I would like to ask you another question that's about the past.
About the past?
Yeah, I can listen to a lot of people trying to emphasize the word ed, like I walked. It's so strong to everybody in the planet listen that we're talking about the past. And I heard someone giving some tips like, oh, imagine a little Caesar cutting like past and they walked. It's like a little Caesar cutting a paper.
Yeah.
I would like some tips from you guys about the past. Is there difference? Is there something that it's easier to pronounce the regular past?
There's three pronunciations for ed words,
Three?
and they have rules. Yeah. So some of the words in English, they do. I mean, we do actually pronounce the ed, like painted.
Painted. Okay.
Yeah. So we would say painted.
Painted.
But a lot of them here, that's part of the common mistakes here. So if the base verb ends in T or D, then you hear the E sound, the ED sound. So it is wanted, ended. It's like an id sound.
I always pronounce it wanted.
Yeah, people do that too.
They did. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Because
but the
I
word
already
is
pronounced wanted.
wanted.
Yeah,
I think it's
I already
exists
pronounced
this D.
wanted, but nowadays I pronounce more wanted. They wanted to be
yeah.
here. They wanted to be here.
Yeah, but it's totally different, like walked. It's
Walked.
Yeah, it's a different sound because the T and the D, they're the same sound, voiced or unvoiced, but that's why. So you need that extra before the second D sound, else you can't hear it.
So the rule is when the word ends in D or T, you pronounce ED.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
then it's
painted,
ed.
wanted, banded,
Ended.
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 edited.
Oh my gosh,
Edited.
this is a difficult one. Edited. What's that? Edited. What's this? Edit.
then-
It's like
And the third one.
What?
The third one is just a D sound, like played,
Ah, played.
Oh,
Played.
played, allowed.
Allowed. Allowed from the verb allow, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Begged.
Guide again,
A lot
please.
of times begged,
Guide. Oh, this is a difficult one to me. Guide. Guide.
beg. Please give it to me.
oh, it's bag.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Bad.
Begged with an E.
Here begging you.
Or actually bagged. Bagged also is with an A. would use that sound. When there's double consonants, usually you have the D sound.
Backed. Oh, it makes sense.
Mm.
Backed. B-E-G-G-E-D. Backed. Backed.
Yeah, like it. So it's a kind of pronunciation that it's we can listen a lot of mistakes. And
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine you guys listen to Brazilian speaking like past totally wrong, in a wrong way. The
She
accent is
passed
different.
it away.
Yeah, she passed it away.
Pass it away is
I would
here.
say-
Pass it out. Pass it out to desmayar.
Yes.
Pass it out, passed away. I always
Oh,
mix up these
Clinton
phrasal
gun.
verbs.
Oh, you said passed away in Clinton. Bye.
Oh my gosh, I
He got
didn't
some
mean-
trouble.
Passed out.
He was freezing.
He was like, guys, help move. And it's over, yeah. I hope he's all right.
So the other ones, I would say probably the majority of them sound in like end in the T sound. So like hoped, laughed, faxed, washed, watched, liked.
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 Yeah.
Liked.
I liked.
I liked. I liked. I like it. I like it. Like eu gosto disso.
I like
I
it.
like it. I like it. Liked. Oh, it's so
Liked.
similar like this, Emily. Like eu gosto disso e eu gostei. Oh, it's because I liked it. I liked it in the past, right?
No,
It's not
that's a mispronunciation. No, that's a mispronunciation.
like tell me, eu gosto disso.
Oh, you're saying like
Like
present
it.
versus
Like-
liked.
yeah, like
Past.
it and liked.
Oh, yes. I
Yeah.
like it versus liked.
Yeah, they're pretty similar to me.
Yeah.
They're very
So-
similar, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now I got it. Would you share another mistake there that you have on your list?
Mm-hmm, I can do that.
Okay, let's see.
So this one we actually talked about a little bit. They're called minimal pairs. It's like beach and bitch.
I
Yeah.
love this. I love minimal pairs.
I have a video for you guys, but you can't watch it in front of kids because there's a lot of cursing. But it's really funny. It's called The Italian Man Who Went to Malta. And he makes all of these mistakes, but they're all, words that are paired with curse words. And so it's pretty funny.
Share the link
Um,
with us in the group.
I will, yeah. I was gonna talk about it, but then I was like, I'm not sure if there's any kids in attendance and I didn't wanna.
Yeah, we have Felipe here. He is 15, but I'm not sure if he can understand everything that we're talking here. So I know he's there, but we don't know. Ele falou, eu tô entendendo sim, viu? Tô entendendo.
Oh, if they say the word with F, he's going to understand maybe.
Yeah, totally.
That's one of them, fork. Yeah, he says fork.
Fork you. Yeah. That's it.
Fork you, man.
The Italian in Malta. What's the name of the video?
Yeah, The Italian Man Who Went to Malta.
The Italian man
It's-
went to Malta.
It's really funny.
Interesting. And
So there are a couple of others like that, like rich and reach, or had and head. Like had in the past and had like.
oh, they are different. Had in the past and had as a part of the body.
Yes. So
Whoa.
had in the past, to have in the past is HAD,
Uh-huh. Had.
and then head, cabeza is HEAD.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I feel the same.
Yeah,
exactly
I
the same.
can't split
Pronounce them individually for us to check.
Okay. Had,
No. Had.
had.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's more of an open A sound, had.
Had.
And then there's head, which
head.
is like
Yeah, it's
Gosh.
head.
I would totally say the contrary. Had with this, but okay. Had. Yeah, oh my,
ended up
this is the worst thing because when we learn a pronunciation and we imagine it's so difficult to change this idea in our brains, right? Like we learned the word in my mind, Emily, for sure, had and had were the same thing, the same pronunciation with the wrong, with the no, with the different written, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are a lot of words like that. So unless, I mean, it's a very, very subtle difference. So I think contextually you could make sense of it, but if you're trying to say specific words, then yeah, it's really hard to
Emily,
listen to. Mm-hmm.
all right. There's two words that I think that something similar happens. Let me put it in examples. Okay, he's a really bad guy, and I'm going to lie down in my bed.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, bad is
Like,
bad.
Uh, I don't know if there is a difference in pronunciation, but I'd like to know.
I hope
It's
there isn't.
exactly the same sounds. So you're right. There's bad, which is an open A sound, bad. And then there's bed, which is a little bit more closed because it's an E sound.
Oh my
Like
gosh,
bed.
it's so
My
difficult.
gosh.
Bad. Bed.
But I mean, okay, it's not easy. I can't imagine. I can't believe that it's not easy for you to detect this difference. I mean, she's a native, right? It must be easy.
Yeah, I was just
I
asking
mean,
that.
if we
Like,
talk, I wanna lay on my bed, like
Sounds so wrong for you.
it sounds so like eu quero deitar no meu mal or something like that. No.
No, it doesn't sound bad because I think it's a product of an accent, right?
Okay.
So I wouldn't even consider it a mispronunciation.
Oh, good.
I would consider it an accent effect.
It's not something like the agua de coco, like it's something so tragic,
Right. That was
Okay.
so tragic. It's not like that. It's a lot more subtle. And like I said, if you're saying a sentence and everything is in context, then it's not going to be a big deal.
No, I feel you. Now I feel you. Yeah, because I was kind of afraid here. Like, oh my gosh, it's so different. Like, and I have a question that I already asked this to Clinton, but I don't remember exactly the answer. I want a second opinion about that. The difference between in the evening and at night. Are they synonyms or they are used for different moments of the day? How do you use them?
I use them differently. Like I would not use evening is more in the, I would say late afternoon range when it starts to get dark. At night could be anything from 9 p.m. until 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, really? Like at 2 a.m. it could be still night for you?
Yeah.
And the dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah, D-A-W-N.
Dawn is a very specific time of day. And that is just when it's starting to get light.
Oh, I always told my students that it was the madrugada. Like after midnight, it was already dawn, you know? So it's not like that.
Dawn is literally when it's close to sunrise, when it starts to get light out, the birds already start to sing. This is dawn.
I see. Like the sunrise moment, almost near the sunrise moment.
It's like
Yeah,
amanhecer.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's like when the day is breaking.
Okay, but-
So if you've heard the expression from dusk till dawn,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
so dusk is when it gets dark, like when it, you know, the last lights of day, that's
Uh-huh.
dusk, when the mosquitoes come. and then dawn is when it starts to get light out.
Oh man.
Oh,
from
but-
dusk to dawn.
Still with the idea in evening and night. Let's imagine a party, Emily. Here in Brazil, it's common to go to a rodeio
Uh-huh.
extremely late, like midnight, just
1
entering
a.m.
at this time. Let's imagine a party that starts pretty late, like 10, 11 o'clock. In the moment you enter, the guy from the reception is going to say good night or good evening for you.
We never say goodnight as a greeting.
Good night. It's like
It's a bye-bye.
yeah.
As a bye-bye, yeah.
So even like it's 10, 11 o'clock, he's going to say good evening.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
because there are two different types of saying, like the high and baya.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
exactly what I say to
Yeah.
the students. When you enter, they say good evening.
Good
When
evening.
you're going to home and say, hey, bye-bye, it's a good night.
Makes
Yeah.
sense to me. It makes sense to me. Well, Emily, I know that you have others there that you have prepared, right? Save it because we can keep talking about this next week. Right now, we are going to see who's gonna be the new millionaire, you know? You know, the Pix moment?
Yeah.
So let me see. Felipe Ferreira, Túlio, Leandro, Rodrigo, Nerali, Isaac. Agora é a hora de saber quem vai levar o Pix Ticket para casa, tá bom? Então, o quê? Oh, yeah, probably. Então, galera, Nerali já sabe, né, amiga? Eu acho que a Nerali vai ganhar hoje. Ela tá com carinha de vitoriosa ali já. Eu tô sentindo, já. Tô sentindo, Nerali.
Se ela ganhar, vai falar que é Jabá.
É verdade. Rodrigão, Leandro, Felipe e Túlio. É verdade, os caras vão falar assim, também só ganha os alunos da Emily. Você viu o que, né? Tipo, é isso, né? É por aí. Se vocês estiverem aí, sinalizem, amigos, porque vocês vão precisar votar, tá bom? Senão vai ser o voto do Isaac e da Nera, eles vão votar para mim e já sabem o que vai acontecer, né? Então, é por aí. O Felipe, o Felipe tá ali, ó. Beleza, o Felipe tá aí. Leandro, sinalize. Rodrigo, sinalize. Túlio.
Cara, o Clinton deve ter tido algum problemão ali, hein?
O que aconteceu? Ah lá, o Leandro sinalizou.
O Clinton caiu, não
Deixa eu
conseguiu
ver
botar
aqui.
mais.
I reset the router. Oh, come on. O Clinton falou assim, I think my internet just died and it won't connect. My Wi-Fi has decided to quit working. I may not be able to join back. Yeah, the Wi-Fi isn't coming back. Putz, cara. Ele até reiniciou o roteador aqui, mas não rolou. Que triste. Que triste. Ó, o Leandro tá querendo dinheiro aí, galera. Ó, vocês estão vendo? O Túlio também fez um coraçãozinho. O Rodrigo deixou ali e tá trabalhando.
Alright,
Então,
so-
ó, atenção, podem votar. Quem tá sem câmera pode votar no chat. Se vocês quiserem que o papelzinho do Baby ganhe, votem 1. Se vocês quiserem que boa noite, mãe, o papelzinho do Teacher Do ganhe, votem 2. Então, façam suas votações. Pode ser no chat que vai ficar mais fácil pra gente contabilizar, tá bom? 1 or 2, 2 or 1. 1 or 2, 2 or 1. Opa, 2, 2, 1.
It sounds like...
One. Tá voltando, peraí. Nerali. Opa. 3, 2, 2, 1. Ok? 3, 2, 2, 1. Ou seja, isso quer dizer que o Eduardo...
Oh, it's a lot of twos.
I got it. Aí, Tuião. Aí você, ó. 4, 2, 2, 1. Então...
Turn off the light.
Ok. Atenção, galera. Vamos ver quem ia ganhar e perdeu.
So sorry, but
Quem seria?
Leandro!
Vamos ver, ele votou em mim, aí. Foi votar em mim? Foi votar em mim, Leandrão? Perdeu, você ia ficar milionário agora, amigo. E agora, olha, eu vou falar para você. Quem ganhou esse Pix é uma pessoa que, cara, vai saber o que fazer com todo esse dinheiro.
Jesus Lord.
Vai saber fazer. Quer ver? Ó, peraí. O nome nome dele é Túlio Soares! Ô, Peru, desmuta aí, dá uma comemorada aí, amigo, que você ficou milionário pela primeira vez na televisão, cara. Ah, obrigado. Tipo, ele tava falando um monte antes de começar, agora ele ficou tímido por causa da Emily, você acha? Não pode ser, não pode ser.
Não
pode ser
pode
sim,
ser.
amigo. Foi você mesmo. Então, ó, depois você me passa o seu Pix lá no WhatsApp, porque agora eu e o Baby Boy, e a Emily, o Isaac, a Nera, ali, o Leandro, o Felipe, o Túlio e o Rodrigo, vamos, ó, ralar coco. Ralar coco, pra quem não sabe, é o go away, entendeu? Nós vamos
Turn on the ring light.
O
Let's
quê?
take a photo. Let's take
Oh,
a
verdade.
photo.
Oxe, Isaac, rapaz. Moleque
Esse
bisonheta.
moleque.
Agora vai. Todo mundo faz a cara bonitinha aí. Leandro, Felipe, Túlio, Rodrigo, liga a câmera aí, cara, pra vocês saírem na foto final de
Aquela
conclusão aí.
Caretinha
Oh, que da hora o
amarela.
sinal que a Nera fez ali, né, amor?
Vou até imitar. Peraí,
Ah, ficou legal. O seu ficou meio torto, hein? Não sei não.
Ficou parecendo uma pomba
Tá
com derrame.
Bom, então, ó, 3, 2, 1. Deixa eu ver se foi, peraí. Peraí. Parece que até nosso microfone mudou. Gente, vocês estão ouvindo a gente ainda? Tem alguém ouvindo a gente? Tá trocando nosso microfone aqui sozinho. Ah, é o Clinton que tá saindo a energia do Clinton aqui, voltando aqui, ó. Pronto, galera, já postei vocês lá no nosso grupinho. Agora sim nós vamos... Ah lá, o Peru é agora, Peru. Vai, vamos fazer a foto de novo. Aproveita que o Peru tá aí de novo, cara. Faz a foto, agora é a última.
Mas a sua câmera tá desligada.
Não acredito. Ixi, o Felipe chegou ali, peraí, deixa eu ligar minha câmera.
Aproveita aí.
Meu Deus, por
O cara
que
pega a câmera da escola.
Mano, cadê? Peraí. Deixa eu ver, vai. Liga aí, câmerazinha.
Cara, tá tudo bugado o negócio.
Mano! Ah, sério, velho?
Não, printa, depois você cata aquela imagem nossa e enfia aí.
Verdade.
Aí,
Voltou. Vai, galera, antes que para de novo. Vamos ver se não ficou bonito, peraí. Não se movam. Muito forte. Ah, moleque!
Que foto complicada hoje.
Pronto, galera. Então agora, ó, o Peru só na cerveja ali, ó.
Maravilha,
Milionário,
rapaz.
não vai precisar mais de nada.
Cara,
na vida,
já tá
né?
até de boa, cara, na vida.
Muito bom. Então, galera, deixo para vocês aquele beijo. And next week we have another class. All right? Bye, my friends. Have a great one.
See you tomorrow, Emily.
See you tomorrow. Bye, dudes.